Hey guys, it's Michael coming back with a national recap. Just want to start out by saying I had a blast. My wife and I went up on Thursday morning, and I got to go over there to the show starting Thursday afternoon. My wife did some shopping. I sent her out with a credit card, and I took my chances there and went on over to the show and finally met Sam and Ryan and Eric and Mike and RBI crew and Michael, and just the list goes on and on. It's so cool to meet all you YouTubers. I've watched your videos for probably a couple years now or more, and just to get to meet you guys and shake your hand was just fantastic. I got to sit through the card shows, got to go hang out Thursday night. Thursday night we hung out over at Ryan's hotel with a whole bunch of guys. Just great to finally meet Ryan, sit down with him and Mike, and like I said, the whole list goes on. Just overwhelming. Thursday we were there at the show for about 3 hours. I was just overwhelmed. I didn't know where to start or what to do, so I just decided to meet the guys and kind of stroll around a little bit and just catch my breath. Friday, I started my more organized search. I tried to go from start to finish just to get an overview of all the tables. And I got that done. Not a lot of rare bench stuff. I was really surprised at how much of it was vintage. If you guys know what the T206s are, they're old tobacco cards from the 1911, I guess, 12. And you would think they are common based on how many you saw. There were just dealers and tables full of them amongst all other kind of vintage product, and it just blew me away to see that kind of Babe Ruth balls and Ty Cobb side balls and you name it. They have it all. Now, what they didn't have as much of, as I figured they would be more modern stuff. I was trying to help TC out find some Ken Griffey Jr. cards he was looking for from this year's museum and Gypsy Queen and Tribute, and I didn't find a one. The dealers said that, I only found maybe about a half dozen really full-time modern sellers with all the today's autos and patches. So, and then there was some individual tables that had some mixed stuff, but it was tough. The best card I got with Ryan Thursday night with the get-together at his hotel. I had a card on eBay, and it's a bench card. I wasn't going to go over a certain price, and he had a feeling and talked me into putting in a little higher bid right at the close of the auction, and it paid off. I got the card, or I wouldn't have if I hadn't taken his advice. So Ryan, buddy, I owe you on that, because I'm really glad I got it. And even better was the seller. It was a dealer at the show, and he had the card with him. So the next day, Ryan went and picked it up, and I paid him for it. And I didn't theoretically buy it at the show. I got it online, but I got to pick it up at the show, so I consider that a pickup at the show. Besides that, I only bought one other bench card. Everything else was given as a gift to me, so I actually got 3 bench cards as gifts and bought 2, so I only came home with 5 bench cards. But bench was signing on Sunday, and Saturday I did a more detailed search, still couldn't find anything. Sam pointed out a bench patch from 2008 Sterling, but the guy wanted like $375, and I don't mind paying a little extra, but in my mind it was a $200, maybe $250 card, and I just can't see going that high for something. I figure if he can't sell it, he'll put it on eBay eventually anyway. So, and we'll see what happens there. But I'm crazy sometimes with these cards, but hopefully I'm not that crazy all the time. So, then Sunday we went over to the autograph session. Sam got to meet Clemens. Roger Clemens was there at 11. He got to have his picture taken with him, shake his hand. You'll see his recap video, I'm sure. Me and Sam were like little kids. Got to meet Matt there. Partly Cloudy. Great guy. Gosh, I could say that about so many guys, and I'm going to leave some of you guys out, and I don't want to. But, because everybody I met was just fantastic. My wife went over there Sunday with me, which I found out later why. But I'm glad she enjoyed herself. Sam got to meet Clemens, have his picture taken, and he had to get out of there. So I waited around for Bench. Never had met him, even though I've watched him since I was a kid, and collected his cards even later in life. And just to meet him was fantastic. I had a photo op with him, and I'll show some pictures in here too as we go along. And then at the autograph table, he signed the bat. It was great. I think I told you all before, I bought the bat from a former Reds player that was a rookie in '79 that Bench gave the bat to, and it said his name was Bruce Bereni. He said in his mother's attic, I think he said, for like the last 30 years or something along those lines, and he finally cleared out some stuff and sold it. And I bought the bat. When I got over to, Bench talked to me at the photo op, and he was real polite, and we chit-chatted a little bit. Then we got over to the autograph line. I showed him the bat, and I'll show some pictures. He looked at the bat and said, "Where did you get this at?" And I said, "Well, I got it from a former teammate of you." And his name was Bruce Bereni. And he said, "Oh, yeah, Bruce. I just called him the other day." He said, "I'm going to call him again and tell him I want all my bats back." And so I got a kick out of that. So didn't have to ask him if it was really one of his bats, because based on that conversation, I could tell that he did recognize it. So, and he autographed it. And this is what I got. And it's a beautiful autograph. Looks great. So I was really happy to get that. He was very nice. And just had a blast. I will put some pictures. The show was great. If you really just want to look around and see what all there was to see, it was great. Stuff you'll never see again, or at least not at least in auctions and such. But the best time I had was meeting all the YouTube guys. Like I said, I don't want to leave people out, so I don't want to mention a lot of names because I know I'll forget somebody. But everybody I met was nice. My wife was just very impressed, Sam, with you and Matt, and it was great. I forgot to tell you, the reason she was over there, she got a kick out of me meeting Bench, and then she said, and she's a big Red Sox fan now, so Johnny Damon was signing like at 1 o'clock, so she talked me into staying, and she got a picture of herself with Damon, and I knew she was a big fan of his, especially from the Caveman days back in 2004, and she has really had a great time. And we went to the autograph line and got her brother an autographed 8x10 from Johnny. He was real nice. Seemed like the shy type. He was this real nice guy. Talked plenty too. So, in recap, meeting Bench was fantastic. Couldn't win any better than I even thought, because he was just so nice and polite. Amazed me was his hands. When I shook his hand at the photo op, his hand is like twice as big as mine. And they used to show pictures of him holding 7 baseballs in one hand. And now I know why, because when he pulled out his hand, and he's got that catcher's hand with the knuckles are all kind of everything's a little bit kind of out of place looking and swollen, but all those years of catching, I'm sure, do that. But his hands were just huge, and so that surprised me. And how not he just chit chatted and was very nice. And what can I say? I had a ball meeting him. The next best thing would be meeting all your YouTubers. It was just great seeing you guys. Everybody was real genuine and very nice, and it's a great bunch of guys. What can I say? I wish it could have went on for another week. I need another week to be able to go back and look inside the boxes and stuff the dealers had. The showcases is what I really went through about everything from start to finish, but I just didn't have time to go back and look for the more common or mid-range stuff that would be in boxes and such. Just because there's so much of it, it's just overwhelming. And hopefully next year, Lord willing, we'll be able to go, and I'll have a better battle plan next time. But I don't think I could have any more fun. It was just a blast. So everybody, make some videos, show us what you got. Oh, and I didn't show you what I got. Let's see here. The cards that were given to me were just fantastic. This is from Ryan, Dominus Infinitus, numbered to 25, with a bench bat, Bruce, Phillips, and Votto. And it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Ryan. I can't thank you enough for that. Eric, he called me and said he found a bench card I might be interested in, and apparently this is, I think, the Father's Day promotion card, autograph of bench, numbered. It's not numbered, but I think he said it was numbered no more than 10 or 20. Beautiful card. He called me on the phone and said, you gotta get over to this booth and take a look at this card. By the time I got over there, he'd already got it for me and gave it to me. And Eric, so nice meeting you, and for you to give me that is just beautiful. I love it. And keep an eye out in your mail. There might be something heading your way. And then this last one was from an autograph day. We went over to meet Sam, my wife and I, on Sunday for the autograph session, and Matt was there. Partly cloudy, and he it looks like he'd pulled this straight from a pack, and he gave it to me. So, number to 35, bench bat piece, jumbo piece, beautiful. Matt, it's so generous. Great to meet you. My wife was very impressed with you. I saw your video on those, was it 21 autographs you got and all the balls, and it was great sitting there and talking to you about the signers. The Reggie Jackson story you told was fantastic, and all the other things. Can't thank you enough. Might want to check your mailbox too. You never know. And the two cards I got at the show, this one is very. I've been looking for this one. This is a Handle with Care. This is Topps 2004, I believe. It's a bat barrel card. It's not. What they did was they took the very knob of the card, or the bat, and they sliced it into like 5 slices, and then there's a 1 of 1 that has the number, the 5 on it. This is numbered 3 out of 5. So this is one of the other cuts of the bat knob. So it's not the tip with the number, that's the 1 of 1. I've never seen that one, but this was just beautiful. Number 3 out of 5. Get the focus going again here. So I got this one, and the last one was the one I was talking about earlier. I won on eBay. Ryan, thank you so much. It's a 2006 Topps Sterling 1 of 1 auto 5-piece. I've got the auto of the number to 10. I've got the non-auto to 10. I've got the non-auto 1 of 1. Now I've got the autographed 1 of 1. So I've got all 4 of them. So that completes the 4 piece there. And thank you so much for talking me into putting that extra bid down. So I got that. It's a little rough around a couple of the edges, but what can you? These are 1 of 1s. It's the only one there is. So what you see is what you get. But that is just plain awesome. Love 2006 Sterling. I met a guy that said he's got a couple more of 1 of 1s from this year while I was in line one day. So we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. But in the meantime, that is just plain awesome. So great stuff. Everybody make your videos. Post them. I just love watching everything that's been posted so far. What can I say? It was just a blast meeting the YouTubers, meeting Bench, and the show's great. It's great to look at everything. I did make one major purchase before the show, and I made one off of eBay during the show, but I didn't get it at the show. Those will be coming in later this week. I'll make a video for those 2 major vintage cards. I'm very excited about getting those back, so I'll make a video when I get those. So thanks a lot. Posting videos. Everybody I met, thanks for being so nice, and just had a blast. I hope we can do it again next year. All right. Take care, you all. Bye-bye.